Currently, we're in Osaka, Japan. There are a lot of skyscrapers here, a lot of lights, and also, of course, a lot of delicious food. However, we're gonna leave that behind tomorrow and take a bus tour to the north coast. We booked a tour via TripAdvisor, and first the tour takes us to Miyama, where we have houses with thatched roofs. After that, the bus takes us then to Ine, the fishing village, where we're gonna have some authentic Japanese food. And then the last stop is Amanohashidate. This is a beach strip that's shaped like a dragon, and there's also a mountain with a cable car where we're going to go then on top of it to have like a really great view from it. So let's get going. So we're today in Miyama Thatched Village. It's like a village with houses that have thatched roofs. And we're gonna have a look around here. And then after that, we're going to go to Amanohashidate. So here's a little shrine that we found in the village. And also there are a lot of flowers. And this was very surprising because it was October. We thought it would be cold and autumn, but actually it looks more like spring. You can also find cafes in the village, but when we were there, they were unfortunately closed. There are also a lot of these spiders, so you will see probably plenty of them if you go to Japan or the Osaka area. The houses are actually houses where people live, so they have their daily life there. There are obviously a lot of flowers there in this village, but the people also have very nice gardens. So here on top of the village you have then the temple where you have a great view. And here's another shrine that we found somewhere on the left of the village. And here's another cafe, but unfortunately this one was also closed. If you walk up to the right of the village, you will see a partly broken bridge. There's also a restaurant and a small imbiss where you can get something for the way, like for example an ice cream. So we're now at Hashidate Daimaru Sea Center, and there we're going to have some authentic Japanese lunch. And then afterwards we're going to go to Amashidate to see the long path in the sea. So for lunch we had kaiseki, which is a traditional Japanese dish. We have here some miso soup, which is really delicious. Then also there's a salad, you have some steamed vegetables, some green tea, and the dish really tastes authentic. There are even some raw shrimps. The restaurant itself is at a vast bay, and there are also some tour boats that are going along. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough time to take one of those boats, but definitely when we rent a car we will do that. The ground floor itself is a souvenir shop, and there you find different souvenirs which are called omiyage. Personally, I recommend to get those instead of the general ones that you find at Don Quixote, like the Kit Kat, because they taste a lot better. And each location has their own specific souvenirs. So definitely when you travel around, look for those specific souvenirs that you can get only at this location and get a few of those. So we're in Ine village, and then from there we are taking a cruise to go over the lake and to have then a view at the village. At the harbor of Ine village there's a supermarket where you can also buy some souvenirs, like this mascot for example of Ine village. Once you're on the boat, you can either stay on the ground floor or on the top floor, where you can then feed the birds with some food. We got told that there are some seagulls, but actually we saw a lot of birds of prey, so I would be careful when feeding these birds. We're at Amanohashidate, and we're taking the lift up there to have then the view to the coastline with the beach, which kind of like looks like a dragon if you look at it upside down. At the peak of Amanohashidate, there's a Ferris wheel and a lot of other attractions, so I guess that will be a lot of fun for kids. So here on the left you see a lot of pottery or discs made of earth, and you can actually buy those. You write then your wish on those discs, and then you take them and you throw them down the mountain. Another attraction here on top of the mountain is the cycling car. So if you take the staircase or another path on the right, you can reach the top of this platform, and from there you have a great viewpoint where you can look all over Amanohashidate. So we were now up at Amanohashidate at the viewpoint on the hill, and we had a look over the coastline where the beach is, and now we're going back down with the cable car, and then we're going to have a look at a temple, and that's then the end of our day. So we reached the bottom of the station, and from there we just have to cross a railroad, and then we reach the center of the village. In the center itself there's a souvenir shop, and there's also a Japanese small restaurant where you can buy some takeaway food. So we're now at Amanohashidate, the beach strip itself, and that you can reach once you cross the bridge. To reach Amanohashidate beach itself, you have to cross this bridge, and it opens regularly for the ships, so keep that in mind. So we're back now in the hotel from the tour, and the tour was amazing. First in a thatched housing village, it was really nice to walk around. The gardens there were really pretty, and we also found a tiny hidden temple there. And then also later in the Ine fishing village, the food was so good. It was very authentic, and I was absolutely surprised by the amount and kind of food that we got there. After that, in Amanohashidate, we had so much time to walk around. There was a temple where we could walk to the beach strip. There was also a cable car where we all went up via lift. You could choose either going up by the cable car or by the lift seat. We choose the seat, which is more fun. And up there are a lot of activities you can do. All in all, it was very convenient to have the bus picking us up from one place, bringing us to the next, and having not to worry about how to get from one place to the other, where to park, or how to do this all with public transport. So it's a really great tour, and if you want to book it by yourself, follow the link in the description below, there you can find it, and I also hope you will enjoy it too. See you in the next video.